I'll wait for the one to gather. He's wanted to view this for so long. What right do I have to deny him that right? That right is now mine. Sorry, I had to do a Wesker impression. You know, I'd love to do an LP of RE5, but I really want someone to play it with me. Let's get in there, baby. Turn that down. I think it said all this. Turn this down a little bit. Gotta have a PS4, bro. Sorry, I should stop doing that. That's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, you gotta have a PS4 though to play with me. Or, you know, you could take a plane or a boat or a train over here or drive over here. You could totally do a local LP with no lag. Text box transparency. Isn't the whole point to, you know... Oh, it's the background of it. Let's leave the transparency off. No vibration. Screen shake can be on though. Full auto skip. Single box skip. We're gonna do English for sure. Mason, you're the master here. Should I play in English or Japanese? Excuse me. Is it still that loud? Is that any better? Alright, I'll play it in English. Say if I need to, I'll turn it off. I don't... This is low as it'll go without having to turn it down. Oh, I thought that was, like, not text. It's gonna have to be better. Unless if I don't need the sound effects, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need sound effects at some point. Like, I don't know why the sound effects are that loud either. They probably should have put a 10 counter instead of a 5-1. Or, I think it was like a 4. I didn't even bother putting the 5th one. Well, there are technically 5, 1's 0, but should probably put a 10, but that's fine. Well, we'll deal. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's get in there. I'm assuming we want to start with Ace Attorney, and then we'll want to go Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations. Oh, I was like, what's the deal with the text? That's what I'm looking at. Oh, okay, so I guess we'll go with this one then first, and we'll just work our way. I'm assuming these are all really long, so we'll probably be stuck in this for a while. I'll probably finish Hitman while I'm also doing this at some point, because I need to finish Blood Money. So, and whatever else I'll be playing probably during this time too. So, but let's go ahead and get into this, and we'll play this for about an hour or two, and we'll call it a night. Episode 1, The First Turnabout. Yes. Let's go, baby. Keep in mind, I do not play this genre. Gasp, gasp. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Not like this! Fucking Catherine. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make sure it looks like he did it. I figured this would be fully voice acted. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Jesus. That's the chief? Like police chief or attorney chief? What? Hi, chief. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Oh, I did not know that. What's court record? I see that down there. So we don't get any voice acting, is what you're telling me. That's funny. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this, sorry. Oh, your mentor, okay. I didn't think attorneys could dress all slutty. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh boy. Are there lollies in this, Mason? It's over, my life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Lol. Nick! Wow. Alright then. Hey there, Larry. Why is his name Butts? Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Get a chance, I'd remind turning on the text box transparency. Oh, you mean this right here? Oh, Larry Butt, of course. He's finished. He can't live in a world without her. Who took her away? Who did it? You gotta tell me. Who took my bab? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He has just terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Like 10 minutes later. Court is now in session for the trial of the Larry Butt. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. A ham. Mr. Wright. But can you find the real... Yes, I can, Mason. Watch me. I'm gonna fucking do it. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Well, thanks. You sound like a great person. Thanks, Honor. Just right, given the circumstances. I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Here we go, baby. A few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant. Larry. Keep wits and you'll be fine. Next question. It's a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? It is Cindy. Autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So she got killed by a blunt weapon. Oh, let me see this. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. It's a badge of honor. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Who is the victim? It is Cindy Block. Okay, I can check it here too. That's good. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Cindy Stone. Okay. Yep. I see that. Winston Payne, age 52, the prosecutor for the case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Cindy Stone, age 22, the victim in the case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Larry, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school, chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Cool. So it is Cindy Stone. Yeah, good thing you can check that there, because I was going to say Block. Oh, wait, that says Cinder... I totally wasn't paying it. Okay, I'm going to have to do better with that. Okay, I will do better, I promise. Victim's name is Cindy Stone. Tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object, strangled. She was hit with a blunt object. Why a blunt object struck once? Answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. He is a big anime man. Oh, then, first, a question for the prosecutor, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Tells the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain what the object was? It was definitely a statue. The thinker. Found lying on the floor next to the victim. I'm gonna scratch my ear. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added. Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Evidence is not only ammunition you have in court. Use the armor button. Check the court frequently. Prosecution may call its witness. Calls the butt man to the stands. Yeah, these models don't look too bad. Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything stupid. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I don't think you should be smiling in a situation like this. Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, really? I'm no service chief to you, Phoenix, right? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Generally, what we mean by dumped. She had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. You just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. It's all lies, bitch. A victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder, on the 31st. Returned the day before the murder. Did not have a large income. She had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? That makes sense. Took the money to use to support their lifestyle. She was a big old skank. What do you think of her now? Wait and see what happens. Let's stop him. Hold on. So, is his name Nick right, or is it actually Phoenix right? I'm confused. Why are they calling him Nick? That cheating she-dog. The accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh, okay. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. He's like Ryuji. Just answer honestly, you fuck. Just tell the judge to chill. Nick was a Nick. Oh, god damn it, Mason. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. The fuck? The defendant is lying. Lying. Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Buster's lying. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. Is the guy in the purple suit. Saw the defendant fleeing from the scene. My witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Yep, that's him. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Apparently he does. You may proceed with your testimony. Tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. Selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. He must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying in there, a woman not moving, dead, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. The time exactly was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Didn't it just say that the time of death was between 4 and 5? Why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you with a testimony like that. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. The phone's supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, the cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Yes, he says time of death, 4 to 5. Record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6. That makes sense. So wait, from noon to noon to 6. So that could work, I guess. Oh man. Cross-examination. Expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Prepare the witness's testimony and the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Then point out the contradictions. Cross-examination. Going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange. That's weird. Is that grammatically correct? I think it is. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. Oh, okay, I can go back too. That's good. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time was 1 p.m. Present. Objection! Found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? For certain. Oh, yes. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. The statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Autopsy notes time of death set sometime after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Find that hard to believe, Mr. Sawit. Are you so certain that you found that body at 1 p.m.? It's a really good question. Maybe I won't have such a rough time with this, because I was thinking just a few minutes ago, man, I have a rough time with this game. We'll see. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Time of discovery. When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. Probably coming from the television. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. That's oddly coincidental. Cross-examination. Alright, let's go, bitch. When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But, yeah, the whole building had a blackout. So, does it... So this is a weird question. So what if I was on, like, this dialogue all the way back here, and then I hit present with the evidence right here, even though I presented the right evidence? Would it still count against me? Really? Damn, that does change this up a little bit. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. You have to present it at the correct statement. Oh, okay. Hopefully I don't fuck up then. Probably coming from the television. Hope this works. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. Record proves it. Couldn't have heard a television or a video. Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? Are you serious? His name? I literally just caught that. Saw it. My god. Quite puzzling myself. Quite. Accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Must have been the shock of finding the body. As long as they contradict... Okay, good. Because that seems very non-forgiving to present that maybe on the wrong statement. Like, even though some of them would say kind of the same thing. Hear your testimony once more. Hearing the time. I didn't hear, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? Cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. I didn't hear it, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. I thought that was weird. It kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, why is he talking about a murder weapon when he's talking about a clock? Wasn't a clock, it was this statue. How is it supposed to be a clock? Your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer the question. Saw it. The music's getting faster. Is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. But it says the time out loud. It doesn't read the time. Have any problems? Yes, I do. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. He knew the victim. The shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. As I saw it, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable. Since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Look at the witness's face. Care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? He hates us. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Claim the sound witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. It was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. So listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. Man, that face. That's like a screenshot worthy reaction face. He is the thinker, after all. Heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. This is such an anime. Try to talk your way out of this one. Forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. How am I going to prove that? Are you serious? I fucked up? Oh. What? Oh, this is supposed to happen, I think. Nobody can prove that. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow. Think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Think of a reason. Can I think of a reason? Maybe. Have evidence that can prove it. Find it and let them have it. Running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support the claim? What the hell? I don't know what to present. What the hell could I possibly use? Oh. She brought it with her to Paris. Returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. So by the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Thank you, Mason. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It. Or should I say Mr. Did It? Oh my god. Would they even let you say that in court? He just had a heart attack mid-session. No one's saying a thing about it. Turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. At this point, this is a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. This court is adjourned. Shit. Never mind. I might have a problem. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. Posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. She found him in there. Grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Two hours later. No, that's 4 hours later. 4 hours and 30 minutes to be exact. What? Cindy Windy. Jesus Christ. You're a great guy there, Mr. Larry. Are you serious? Squeak, what? I don't like this man. Oh god, more of this. What the crap? What would I have to fucking show him? Just give him the autopsy report. This is actually how she died. I wanted you to have this as a reminder. Yes, take that. I'll beat you to death with it now. Just because the game says he's a good guy doesn't mean that I think he's a good guy. Well, let's check it out, girl. I just gave him this. Why do I still have it? Hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Never know if our clients are guilty or innocent. Excuse me. All we can do is believe in them. Like a good anime character should. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Fucking Kamina. Listen. Live and learn! Never let go of what you believe in! We'll drink a toast to some innocent asses. Was because of him. My first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the dick and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." Pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to the chief about me and Larry. The one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Turnabout Sisters. The first turnabout. A brand new episode has been added. Oh god, did I just click it? Oh, yes, please. Moshi Moshi. It's all your fault, you bitch. Been great. Finally getting used to having my own place. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. Hold all. Oh. Oh, I thought that had a different meaning behind it. A clock. You always like toys. Wink, wink. Not a little girl anymore, sis. Excuse me. 9 p.m. I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Being a lawyer must suck. I expect dinner, something good. Burgers. Bitch, go for a steak. I still want steak after playing RE7. Wait, what? There was a text error? I didn't even see it. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. I didn't see it. Oh. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27. Okay. Well, there's a thing where you have to read it. You would think that that shouldn't be a thing. So, I'm assuming this is the next thing. I didn't really mean to click it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I know I didn't go too long into this. So I'm assuming this automatically started the next... Oh, you want me to keep going? Okay. I didn't know if it started the next episode automatically or not. I didn't want to go ahead and get into it, but I guess if you want me to keep going, I guess I'll keep going. Fine. I don't know where it'll pick up next time, so I don't know, damn it. Now it's Faye, what's mine? I'll take what's mine. The papers. Sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. You're a poor liar. Why? I see it right over there. That must be the dinker that swallowed those papers. What? You are not cognivorous of my background. Gathering information is my... Oh, this guy's a broker. Should have been more careful. Oh ho, you ho. I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Oh. Man, he looks just like the last dude. America. Fuck yeah! Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Blood. What are you, Inuyasha? Move. Examine. Oh. I have to check and see if she's okay. Oh, I guess I should move. Let's go into the wrecked office. It looks like there was a skerfuffle. Blood. She's dead. Went back to the chief, where she lie under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly, it began to fade. Until she was finally cold. dried blood. Ironic, this became the murder weapon again. See her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. Probably died instantly. Must have been a murder weapon. Shards near her body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like a clue here, so it tells you. Okay, good. Piece of paper must have fallen from the sky. What could it be? The receipt from the department store dated yesterday. Has letters written in blood on the back. If it's enough snooping, better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Is there anything else? There's a large building right across the office. Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. It looks like that's it. Oh! All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Never good with machines. So about all she used was this PC was for emails. Picked up this ancient model at some garbage sale for practically nothing. Alright, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Are people coming for me? Move. Be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. God only knows, Maya. Wii U. Dick, come shoot. Are you freaking serious? I saw a murder. Must have been that woman. Later, nerd. Mia's younger sister, Maya, she was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around, waited for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Is there no possible way for me to... Yes, there is, thank God. I'll rotate. Just on the fact that I might need to go back at some point. Who knows? But, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and call it for now. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for tuning in for those that did. And I'll feature people for tuning in also. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Ace Attorney. And we will hopefully be doing all 3 games depending on how the first one turns out. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to do pretty horrible at this considering how well the first one went, which didn't go pretty good at all. We'll see though. Alright. And I will see you guys in the next part. Thank you for watching.